What the fuck is bottleneck?
It's like press. You get like really good presses.
Well, you get to get no cooks, so we'll see how this goes.
What's no cooks? Who just shit their pants?
The offense is ridiculous, but it's so nice. Like the plays that it could like happen on the fucking drives, super sick.
Alright, Tom, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to post the stream here.
Santa Clara, south of San Francisco. We're here in California, Levi Stadium, the site of the NFASL Game of the Week featuring the Las Vegas Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everybody. I'm Thomas Jones IV, reporting live from the house formerly known as Candlestick, now Levi Stadium here in San Francisco. Wisnowski's going to kick the football away, and the Raiders will get the ball first. So we're going to see Jake Garcia, Christian Cherry, and this vaunted Raider rushing attack to start this game against a very talented front four of San Francisco. And when you talk about the Raiders, Christian Cherry is the beginning, the alpha, the omega, the what have you. He's the focal point of their offense. Let's see if the Niners have a game plan to slow him down today. As Garcia enters this game, the quarterback of the Raiders in his now third season, throwing barely over 1,000 yards. He's got 1,018 yards passing. Cherry has more yards rushing than Jake Garcia has passing. So that should tell you where the Raiders look to go with the football here. First play is a handoff, and the Niners all over that outside run as Marcus Williams, former New Orleans Saints, makes his first tackle this evening at the 24-yard line. That'll be a TFL for Williams and a good start for the Niner defense. So you saw that play. It looked like the Niners were in a 4-6 look. This time coming out in the 4-3 Bill Belichick formation, the old 6-1 that they ran in the Super Bowl a few years back. Garcia to throw. Here comes pressure on the outside. It's not picked up, and the throw is made and caught as Bowie, I believe, makes that catch at the 27. It's tackled immediately. No, that actually was Charles who made his first reception, gains 3 yards, and Travarius White, the former Buffalo Bill, makes the tackle. So for Travarius White, good situation here in San Francisco. Marshawn Lattimore was a part of this team a couple of seasons ago when Coleco made that Super Bowl run, and now he's looking to do the same here with Tre'Davious White, another talented corner, guy that you can put on the top receivers across the NFASL and essentially just not have to worry about them. Third down and 8. Preston Williamson checks in for the first time, the former Texas Tech Red Raider. He's going to do the triple option, shovel option to Cherry, and it's an incompletion, missing the running back there, and a quick 3-and-out for the Raiders. So Townsend is on for the punt. And the last time that these two teams hooked up was all the way back in season number 3. And of course, for those who remember the season, Coleco's internet was not up to snuff as he played against Zach in a back and forth affair in Las Vegas. The Raiders were victorious in that one by 10. So, of course, the Niners and Coach Coleco remember that defeat and look to avenge that loss now 4 seasons later. And another fun tidbit, these two teams made their in-season trade with each other this season, with the Niners receiving Curtis Samuel in exchange for Quan Alexander. Lead Slovis on the first play will toss to Deuce Vaughn, and again, no Dalvin Cook for a long period of time as he's out for multiple weeks. Let's see how the Niners are able to adjust without their star running back as that first play gets back to the line of scrimmage. on the toss. Deuce Vaughn, again, he's 5'5", real scat back out of the backfield for Coach Colicco, a guy that you can throw the ball to and try to get into open space, hopes that he can make some guys miss in the open field. So for the Raiders defense, there are not many words used to describe how efficient they are in stopping the run. And there it is right there. As Kenny Clark should have had a tackle. Somehow Vaughn gets away but runs into the clutches there of Tanner Muse. Again, the Raiders were so excited to get Tanner Muse back in their building. Coach Zach multiple times has told me how much he missed having him on having him as a linebacker. So big play there on second down. Third down throw. It is caught and then dropped by Smith and Jigba. They are going to actually give him the catch there, it looks like. Yes, he did hold on, but was short of the line to gain, and we'll set up a fourth down now. Doe man on for the punt at the 49-yard line, so both offenses go 3 and out to start tonight's game. This punt's going to bounce at the 5 and take a Raider bounce all the way up to the 15-yard line. It looked like there was some backspin on that football as that one took a mammoth bounce back towards the 15-yard line. I mean, look at the replay, folks. That ball was zooming. So the Raiders are going to get the football they gave the football to the Niners. I don't know why the Niners have the ball here. I guess the officials are saying that the ball went off of a Las Vegas Raider. But the Niners have possession of the football in one of the wackiest plays I think you'll ever see. So they're going to call that a turnover, yes. And the Niners will take over in the red zone. Wow. Slovis will throw, play action. Kittle, caught, touchdown, and a inconspicuous turn of events yields a touchdown for the San Francisco 49ers, courtesy of their top target, George Kittle. And with 6:05 left in the first quarter, we have some controversy early in the NFASL game of the week. So I would it would be really nice if I had a Gene Steratore in the booth with me to ask what he would have seen there, because to be honest, folks, unless somebody saw the ball go off of a Raider, I'm not really too sure how that turnover happened. But it did. It's Madden, and again, that's why we only have one season left, as you're seeing. And the Raiders will now have the football at their own 20-yard line, down by 7. Raiders did get the football to start this game with 3 and outs, and did not attempt a single pass on that opening drive. Williamson will stay in the game. He's going to run the quarterback power. He cuts up the middle and runs into traffic, and he will be met at the 21-yard line after a minimal gain of just a single yard. Niners and Raiders. This used to be an in-state rivalry when the Raiders were hailing out of Oakland. Of course, these two cities separated by that Bay Bridge. Garcia to throw for the first time today, and he's hit as he's thrown incomplete. Second pass today. Did have that 3-yard completion to Charles on the first drive. But again, Niners running that man coverage there to hem in on these speedy receivers, and it's now a 3rd down and 9 from the 21-yard line. 2 running backs set here for Las Vegas. Garcia surveying the field, looking down the right sideline for his tight end Carr, and Malik makes the grab on the sideline, inbounds at the 48-yard line. That's a huge gain on 3rd down of 27 yards. So again, the tight end been busy early in this game. George Kittle has the touchdown for the Niners, and Malik Carr with the biggest catch today for the Raiders. Cherry's second run today gets about 4 or 5 to the 46-yard line as Leon Jacobs is there to make the tackle. And for the first time today, Las Vegas is in San Francisco territory at the 46-yard line. There's pressure at the edge, and there's a beautiful throw from Garcia to Bowie, and he is down at the 29-yard line. 17 yards there on 2nd down. And for Las Vegas, this offense is starting to click here at the end of the first quarter. There's a handoff for Cherry, and he runs into a wall at the 30-yard line. Michael Pierce blew that play up from the word go. And the Raiders are going to get back to the line of scrimmage here and run some no huddle, looking to keep this defense on the field. They'll run it again, this time able to get some good yardage as Fred Warner stops Cherry at the 24. Picks up 6 yards on the ground, and it's now 3rd down. 5 rushes, 5 passes so far in this first quarter for Las Vegas. Big 3rd down upcoming, though, as they trail by 7. Garcia to throw middle. It's got his man. It is Carr. Touchdown. He held on to the shot, And both tight ends have found paydirt here in the first quarter, as we are an extra point away from being tied at 7. Extra point is good. It was skirting towards the right upright, but found its way through. 7-7 our score here from Levi Stadium. Niners will be getting the ball back. They scored a touchdown on their last drive after getting the turnover on that punt. So Curtis Samuel, former-Raider, will take a knee in the end zone, and that will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So far, tight ends have been the focal point of the passing game in this first quarter. Both these teams tout some spectacular guys at that position. George Kittle, arguably the best tight end in the NFASL. Here's Deuce Vaughn on a stretch run and a great play by Tanner Muse. And you see why, again, Coach Zach was salivating at the opportunity to get him back in the silver and black. And check that there. My statistician just reminded me that was actually Patton there, not Tanner Muse. I was about to go on a tangent, talk about Tanner Muse's ability to run sideline to sideline, and we will get to that eventually in this game. I'm sure he'll make one of those downhill plays. Patton again, alongside, I believe that was Quincy Roche, who helped out on that tackle at the 30-yard line, but Patton already up to 3 tackles in the first quarter. So 3rd down and 5. Niners have not attempted a pass on this drive so far, but it being 3rd down, it looks like they're going to look to go to Kittle here, I would think. Slovis looking that way. He's looking for Kittle. It's going to be a race, and it's there for Kittle. He takes a mammoth hit at the 38-yard line, but Slovis threading the needle there to his tight end, and a huge gain of 38 yards gives the Niners first down territory in Raider part of the field. Here's a screen pass for Deuce Vaughn. He's running away from tacklers, and he steps out of bounds as Ringo pushes him out at the 28-yard line. Another gain of 10, and a Niner first down on back-to-back plays has them inside the 30-yard line. Wow, what a sequence of events there. That was a great throw from Slovis on 3rd down, rolling to his left. Was able to playmaker Kittle up the field and find that soft spot in the zone. Here's a run out of the shotgun for Vaughn. Another first down and more inside the 15 down to the 13 as he is brought down by one Jalen Ramsey. So the 5'5" speedster there showing his worth as he has been the lead back in the absence of Dalvin Cook. Here's another screen pass set up for Vaughn. He's got 2 superstar blockers out in front, but the tackle is made at the 8-yard line. Niners go no huddle here. 13 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Look to call a play before the end of the first. Let's see if they can get the play off. They do. Here's a throw. It's a catch. It's a touchdown. San Francisco on the board late in this first quarter, and the tight ends now both have touchdowns, as that was the number 2 tight end on the San Francisco 49ers, Manny Mays. That's only his 3rd catch of this season and his first touchdown of the year. So it's 14-7, 4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Wishnowski boots it away, and 10 yards deep is Bowie, and he will not take the ball out of the end zone. So we'll have one final play to end this first quarter. It's been all about the tight ends. Slovis has 2 touchdown passes, 1 to Kittle, 1 to Manny Mays. And for the Raiders, their lone touchdown has come by way of a passing touchdown to Malik Carr. Christian Cherry so far has under 10 yards rushing for the Raiders, and if that number holds form, then the Niners are really in trouble. Here's a throw for Bowie on a wheel route, and he's got nothing but green grass in front and is brought down at the 44. Great makeup speed that time by San Francisco, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. So after one from Levi Stadium here in Santa Clara, the 49ers are leading the Raiders 14-7. Vegas with the football in 1st and 10 at their own 44. They're going to take the drag route. Charles has easy first down yardage to the 46-yard line, and that's another gain of about 12 yards as Charles has 2 catches now for 13 on the day. So Jake Garcia, who I mentioned entering this game, not really doing much in the passing game this season. He's really been forced to do so today. Here's play action. It's pressure, and it is an incompletion. Raiders are lucky that pass was not thrown in the direction of a 49er. Those throw out of sack animations, as we all know, are a absolute jackpot type of throw. It could be a 50-50 ball. Who knows what's going to happen? 2nd down from the 46-yard line. Raiders in San Francisco territory. Another play-action throw. Here's pressure from Bosa, and a beauty of a pass. Malik Carr in traffic has the first down, as Marcus Williams has to corral Carr at the 31-yard line, but not after a gain of 13 more, and a Raider first. Williamson back in the game. They're going to try the power run to the left formation, and they got blocks. Williamson off to the races, 10-5, touchdown, Las Vegas. Rushing touchdown number 5 on the season for Preston Williamson. And the Raiders are knotted up here in Santa Clara. It's 14-all with 8:01 left in the first half. So just a minute into the second quarter, Raiders complete that drive that started back in the end of the first quarter. Went about 4 minutes, 8 plays, went to 75 yards, culminating with that touchdown. And we are now tied at 14. So that's the little staple that Coach Zach has added to his offense this season, has been the quarterback runs with Williamson. Let's see if the Niners have something drawn up here now that they've seen a couple of looks with Williamson getting outside on those power runs. First down and 10 at the 25-yard line for San Fran. Motion man is Curtis Samuel. He's going to go to the left of the formation. Run for Vaughn, and he is leveled at the 27-yard line. Shaquille Griffin, his first tackle this evening. And you just have so many great corners on this Raider defense. Jalen Ramsey, Shaquille Griffin, Isaiah Simmons, list goes on and on. As Samuel with a big catch against his former team, swerving inside the 15, and he's finally tackled at the 13-yard line. Curtis Samuel with his first catch today. Good enough for, let's count it, folks, I believe that was 57 yards. No, 60 yards on the dot. I was 3 yards off there. Here's an inside zone run for Deuce Vaughn, and he is tackled at the 9-yard line by Tanner Muse. That was Patton again. I keep getting Patton and Muse confused here. Apologies. As Patton now registers tackle number 5 on the evening. Early stages of the second quarter here in Santa Clara, and the Niners inside the 10-yard line looking to break this 14-14 tie. Put it in motion. It's a handoff for Vaughn up the gut, and he is leveled again. Gets about a yard. And the running game for both teams non-existent so far, as Quan Alexander, former San Francisco 49er, makes his first tackle today. That will bring up a 3rd and 5 now as we approach the 6-minute mark in the first half. Big game here as both of these ball clubs enter play at 5-2. Raiders, of course, are giving chase to the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs, and for the Niners, they are a game behind the Seattle Seahawks at this point. Here's a run for Dylan McCaffrey. Both teams employ the backup quarterback, and anything you can do, I can do better, says Kaliko, as McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Niner touchdown. Wishnowski on for the extra point attempt, and it is good. And boy, we love to see the mirroring of these offenses. Both teams have scored touchdowns with tight ends as well as touchdowns with their backup quarterbacks here in this first half. Raiders now trail by 7 yet again, and will be looking to take this ball out of Bowie at the 20. He's got a block, he spins away, jukes back up to the middle before finally being brought down. All of that effort just to get to the 26-yard line. My goodness, what a first half so far we have been treated to here in Santa Clara, as the Niners lead the Raiders 21-14. Jake Garcia back out on the field. That's Preston Williamson who's on the field for this drive. Had a touchdown run to end that last one. This is a good run for Christian Cherry, possibly his best run of the day, as he's up to the 37. Give him 12 yards for his efforts, and a Las Vegas first down. Niners imploring a 4-man rush here on first down. Williamson staying in the ball game. For the bubble, and he misses his man. They do have a flag. Let's check it, and it's going to be offensive pass interference on Charles. So Charles, if you saw on that play, was split out wide to the left of your screen. Looks as if he went to block, and because the throw, I guess, missed or was led afield, the flag was thrown, and it's now first down and 20 for Las Vegas. First 4-man rush for San Francisco, and it's picked up, and a great throw from, I believe that is Bowie. It is, and he's got the first down. Third catch today, 58 yards, and another throw on a rope from X Factor Jake Garcia. Has that high-low deadeye, and boy, is he making it look easy right now. Play action again. Dangerous throw is picked off. It is taken back by Mosley. Emmanuel Mosley, one man to beat. It's the quarterback, and Mosley is brought down at the 2-yard line. What a tackle made by Jake Garcia, but you see the Icky Wood shuffle being done right now by Emmanuel Mosley, and rightfully so. Huge interception, our first turnover today, as the Niners now inside the 3-yard line, setting up a 1st and goal opportunity at the 2-yard line. Raiders, again, just unfortunate events have put them in this situation. They had that turnover early in the game with the punt. I mentioned this is the first turnover today. Not really sure what that punt was. This one's deflected, and then it was caught. Touchdown! Are you kidding me? Curtis Samuel somehow, some way comes down with that football. Oh my word! I need a second, folks, to collect myself, because I know we're at the end of this Madden, but man, you know it's time to go when you see stuff like that happen in a game. 28-14, and I have to be honest, I don't know, I really don't know what to say about that. It was incredible. So the Raiders are going to return it out of the end zone, why not? And a fumble, I think he was down. Niners, for the moment, have the football again inside the 20-yard line. And we're going to wait for a play to be called. This one is going to be reviewed and overturned. So coming up at halftime, I'm hopeful that I would be able to interview one or both of these coaches and especially ask about that Curtis Samuel touchdown. I'd love to hear their perspective on that because, man, Madden, you got work to do, buddy. Garcia brought down on 1st down. The Niners send pressure for the first time today, and it gets home. The free rusher that time was Simpson, and he's got sack number 3 on this season. Sack number 7.5 for Simpson. I was looking at the wrong player. 2nd down and 19, 3-man rush this time. Throw over the middle. It's caught by Malik Carr. Boy, has he been busy. Catch number 6 in this first half, and he's up to the 28-yard line. So of the 9 passes, 4 of those receptions have gone to Malik Carr, and he has 1 of the 2 offensive touchdowns for Las Vegas. 3:13 to go. Garcia, blindside pressure, gets there. Another sack. That's Nick Bosa. And Bosa has sack number 4.5 on the season. Down here for the normally productive pass rusher out of Ohio State. So a 3-and-out defense for the Niners, hold serve. And with under 2.5 to play, Raiders are going to have to call on their defense to keep this at a 2-possession ballgame. Townsend's punt is an end-over-end kick that would be fielded at the 39 by Curtis Samuel. He spins away from the first tackler. He's up to the 45 before being brought down to the 46-yard line. Great field position for the Niners once again. They have been dominating the field position battle today, and that has been the difference. That and the 2 turnovers they've been able to generate have been the difference in our score, 28-14. Slovis under center is going to drop back and throw. Middle, and it is picked off. Oh, that animation's got to be a killer. As you saw the receiver, it looked as if he had nothing but green grass, and Kelly Ringo almost got away and is tripped up at the 42. Oh, my goodness. Kelly Ringo was trying to channel his inner Ed Reed that time. Looked like he was about to turn that one into a highlight reel interception. Instead, the Raiders will have the football at the 42 with a much-needed pick. First interception today for Slovis, and on the season for Slovis, that's interception number 15. He's been pretty efficient this year, thrown 29 touchdowns to only those 15 interceptions. So we've hit the 2-minute warning here at Levi Stadium. San Fran up 28-14 over the Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas has the football at the 42-yard line of San Francisco on a 2nd down and 10. Garcia will throw. Here comes pressure again. It's picked up this time. Garcia will have to throw it away as the coverage very tight from San Francisco. Man coverage across the board. Nobody open. And that will bring up a 3rd down now for Las Vegas. So the Raiders need to get to the 32-yard line to extend this drive. Niners are showing a little bit of a dime sugar look here as you see the linebacker up in the B gap between the left guard and the center. Play action play for Garcia. He's back to his own 45, and he's going to launch one. Let's see if the launch codes are accepted. They are denied. Picked off by San Francisco. It's Marcus Williams, and the turnover from the Vegas defense yields nothing. as Garcia has tossed his second interception of the first half. Now a minute 47 left to play, and back to the Niners offense we go. A stretch run to the left of your screen will go backwards for for Deuce Vaughn, as Clayton Cummings will make the tackle. Get another TFL for Cummings. Minute 25 to go. No timeouts called by Las Vegas. Another tackle. This one's made by Ramsey at the 21. And with a minute 18 to go, Vegas still not going to go. Not interested in calling a timeout. And there is the timeout called with a minute 14 to go. 3rd down and 9. Raiders are down by 14. Niners again up here, 2 possessions. And San Francisco will be receiving the football to start the second half. So this is a big play for both squads, especially for the Vegas defense here. See if they can get off the field or if the Niners offense can stay on. Let's see what Kittle does here. As you know, he's got to be the number 1 look. There he is, running the crosser, and Kittle's got the first down to the 36-yard line. Gains 15, and San Francisco will call their first charge timeout with a minute and 8 seconds left in the first half. Tight offset formation for San Francisco. Quick out route there is caught by Curtis Samuel, and he is tackled inbounds at the 47 of Las Vegas. Clock under a minute to go now, and the Niners in Raider territory. San Francisco will call another timeout with 56 seconds left, so they have just 1 timeout remaining. And with the 56 seconds left and at the 47-yard line, there's a lot of time left for San Francisco to operate using the middle of the field. You don't have to feel forced to throw the ball to the sidelines here. Screen pass is caught, and a fantastic play by Shaquille Griffin. And we have a flag as well, as Mike McGlinchey called for a hold, and the Raiders will accept the penalty. That'll back the football to the 43-yard line of San Francisco, and it's now 1st down and 20. Still have that timeout left. Kittle's going to join in motion here in the gun cluster formation. 4-man rush, it's a blitz, it's picked up, and that pass was almost intercepted by Ramsey. Good decision there from the Las Vegas Raiders to send some pressure in Keydon Slovis's face as he forced an errant pass. Fortunate there that it was an incompletion. Looking down, Slovis fakes the give, throws to Kittle, 1st down. No, I spoke too soon. Nice tackle by Jonathan Abram. He's almost the forgotten man in this Raiders secondary, as Abram makes that tackle at the 40-yard line. But it does set up a nice 3rd down opportunity, and the Niners pick it up easily. Vaughn inside the 20, gets past Abram, and Vaughn is gone. Touchdown, San Francisco. And the Niners threatening to open this one up here, as with just 16 ticks left in the first half, their lead has now expanded to 21. Kansas City looking on with jubilation as the San Francisco 49ers lead 35-14 in the final moments of this first half. NFASL game of the week, Niners and Raiders here in week number 9, and it is crazy that we are already this far into the season. We have the back half of this season and then season 8 left, and then that's it, folks. That is a wrap for Madden 21. It's been a blast. It's been a long time. I can't say it's been a good time. Here's a shovel pass to Christian Cherry. He's going backwards. That's a loss of 4. Fred Warner diagnosed that one beautifully, and that should take us to the end of the first half. 35-14 our score at Levi's Stadium as we've hit halftime. I would like at this point to see if I can interview one of these coaches, as I don't know if Coach Zach has his voice on right now, but I'm going to go take a shot in the dark here and try to bring Zach into the broadcast really quickly. Coach Zach, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
So I wanted to ask you about Christian Cherry in that first half. I know the run game has not really been working so far. What do you have to do to get him going in the second half?
Get a block.
Alright, so we got a great Greg Popovich answer there from Zach. As you can see, he's struggling to find words there. We'll let him get back to the game here as Deuce Vaughn with another 1st down carry. And he has really taken over at the late stage of the second quarter into this third. As Vaughn with another carry. Great blocks from San Francisco. He breaks a tackle and has a 1st down at the 48-yard line. Dalvin Cook, who? This kid Vaughn right now really showing off on these last 2 carries as Ringo registers tackle number 4. And the third time is going to not work out for San Francisco as Kenny Clark says hello. That's his first tackle today, believe it or not. And he really hasn't made too much of an impact with the exception of that last play. So something has been done well by the Niner front line, offensively speaking, to hem in number 97. Here's a double option, or excuse me, power option, and it does not work. Raiders all over it. Abram and Griffin combine at the 43-yard line to bring down Deuce Vaughn. And the Niners now looking at a 3rd down and long. 43-yard line for San Francisco. They need to get to the Raider 43 for a 1st down. Slovis backing away from pressure, rolling to his left, will throw. He's got Vaughn. It's caught, but short of the 1st down marker, and they have 5 yards away from the 1st down marker and will have to punt at the 47. Cannot go for it here per NFASL rules. Niners will boot it away, and Bowie back in his own end zone to retrieve the football, let it bounce. And again, this is going to be recovered by the Niners, and this time on the punt, no one touched it in Las Vegas, and the Raiders will have possession at their own 8-yard line. Jake Garcia opening this drive out in an empty set, Cherry out wide, and Jackson as well on the left of your screen. And that's exactly where he's looking for Jackson. Bucket throw is caught. 1st down all the way up to the 44-yard line. Do the math on it. That one is a gain of 48 yards. And Jackson makes a splash play to give the Raiders some life here in the 3rd quarter. So with that throw, Garcia now has his X factor. And Garcia will throw middle, and another dime. This one to Bowie at the 8-yard line as he's doing a little dance of his own. And back-to-back beauties from Jake Garcia, dropping the ball in the bucket, as they say, has the Raiders set up pretty at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, handoff for Christian Cherry. He cuts it up the C-gap and will find Fred Warner waiting for him. And another short gain. That's been the story all day. Preston Williamson checking in the game. He'll run. He'll try to get to the outside, and he'll go backwards as well, losing 4 yards. Great discipline tackling that time by San Francisco as Paulson Adebo making the tackle, the former Colorado Buffalo. Now it's a 3rd down and goal. Remember, folks, this drive began at the 8-yard line and already at the 11 of San Francisco. But the Raiders need to find a way to get these 11 yards. Cannot settle for a field goal here. Have the feeling this may be 4-down territory. Raiders looking to get the snap off here. Play clock at 2. There's the snap. Garcia will step to the pocket and find nothing. He is brought down by Fred Warner. They're going to credit him with a half sack. And on 4th and goal, Raiders should be keeping the offense out on the field, and it looks like they will do just that. So Garcia and this offense need to get to the 13, or need to get to the end zone, essentially, folks, from the 13-yard line. See if they can get it done. Niners employ a 3-man rush. Here comes pressure to the right. Garcia is out of time. Nick Bosa with the 2nd sack, and that will be a turnover on downs. Niners take over at their own 18-yard line. So the Niners give up 2 big passing plays on that drive, but they bend and do not break in the red zone. And the Raiders yet again fail to finish out that drive. San Francisco gives it back to Vaughn on 1st down. He tried to cut up field and trips at the 18 as Ika makes that tackle. Sione Ika, the star, he tackled. Loses a yard on the play, so we'll credit Ika with a TFL as well. This one is another run for Deuce Vaughn, and that time it was Tanner Muse, wearing number 53, making that tackle at the 16. So back-to-back TFLs for the Raider front 7 has the Niners looking at a 3rd down and 12 from their own 16. Niners are up comfortably right now, 21-point lead, but of course, as we know in the NFASL, no lead is safe. Don't want to play too conservatively here, but at the same time, don't want to turn it over. Slovis throws is caught, but great open field tackle by Ramsey. And it will set up another 3 and out as the former teammates are jawing right now, Ramsey and Samuel. Punt time for San Francisco. Doman sends one high in the Santa Clara sky. Bowie will retrieve it at 39. Will try to cut to the left and be tackled immediately at the 38-yard line. New set of downs for the Las Vegas Raiders, now down by 21 points. Need to get the offense going. They had some promise in the last drive, and it stalled out in the red zone at the goal line. Malik Carr will set this drive up with a first down pickup of 12 there for Malik Carr. And for Carr, he has been so spectacular today. Been the lone source of offense, as this bubble screen is caught by Charles, and he'll get about 6 and a scamper to the 42-yard line. But back to Malik Carr and just the impact that he's had on this Raider offense. He leads the Raiders in receptions as a tight end. And there aren't a lot of teams other than like the Niners, for example. This is another team that has a tight end lead their team receptions. As Bowie on the jet touch is going to go backwards. Niners diagnosing all of these sideline running plays, as Emmanuel Mosley, who had a almost pick 6 earlier in this game, now has a TFL to go along with it. So we're looking at a 3rd down and 7 from the 45-yard line, final seconds of the third quarter. Motion man on this play is Malik Carr. User is looking over that way. Throw, sideline. Oh man, what a pass. It is caught on the sideline by Malik Carr. And are you kidding me, Jake Garcia? What a throw that will send us to the final frame here in Santa Clara. So live from Levi's Stadium, our score 35-14 San Francisco. And the Vegas Raiders again at the outskirts of the red zone at the 21. Garcia will throw a corner route, and it was almost intercepted, but it was somehow retrieved at the 8-yard line. And again, the Raiders find themselves in a 1st down and goal situation. Opening moments of the final quarter, the Nfasl game of the week. Raiders trail by 21, not longer, as it's caught in the end zone by Malik Carr for a Raider touchdown. That's his 2nd receiving touchdown this evening, and it creates ourselves a new ball game as the Raiders are now down by 14. Defense has to continue to get stops, and that's what they did in that third quarter. Forced 3 3-and-outs of San Francisco. And we're going to have to continue that here if they want to get these 14 points deficit knocked off the board. And then for the Niners here, this is always a tough spot because I mentioned it in the last drive, you don't want to be too conservative and you don't want to be too aggressive. You find yourself in that gray area. And it's always interesting to see how the coaches approach these situations. So let's see what Coach Kalico's got drawn up here in this fourth quarter drive. Gun cluster to the left of your screen. We're going to go run game for Vaughn, and that's a good choice as Vaughn's off to the races. 50, 45, swerving with Jalen, and he's gone. Vaughn leaves Griffin in the dust, and another long touchdown for San Francisco. Well, you ask what Coach Kalico had drawn up. He went back to the basics there, handed it off out of the shotgun. That pulling left guard was the seal, and once Vaughn got in that open space against Shaquille Griffin, it was a easy, decisive victory for Vaughn. And his 2nd rushing touchdown today also has a receiving touchdown, filling in nicely for the injured Dalvin Cook, I might say. So the lead goes back up to 21 just like that. And with 8:15 to go, Raiders find themselves in a world of hurt. Next drive for Las Vegas will begin at their 21-yard line. And with 8:12 remaining, Garcia is going to have to start getting some bigger throws in succession. That won't help the Raiders as Garcia is sacked yet again. Simpson registers sack number 2, and in total, the Niners have sacked Jake Garcia 5 times. 2nd and long from the 13. Here comes pressure. Garcia lofts one. One-on-one is picked off by Adebo. Paulson Adebo's got it inside the 25, and he is lit up at the 21-yard line. So another interception from Jake Garcia. That is interception number 3. And for the San Francisco 49ers, they're starting to taste it. Here's a handoff for Deuce Vaughn. loses a couple yards to the 24 as Tanner Muse gets another TFL. Deuce Vaughn got off to a slow start in the first quarter, but from the second quarter on, he has been a huge reason why the Niners are up 21 points. There's a short throw to Vaughn, and he's going to be tackled immediately right at the 24-yard line. Back to the line of scrimmage goes Vaughn. And I've been saying Deuce Vaughn this whole time, but it actually is Keyshawn Vaughn. Unless his name, maybe his name got changed. That may be what it is. Play action. Lovis looking to throw for Kittle. He's got him, and Kittle inside the 3. Tackled by Abram at the 2-yard line. George Kittle, as he is almost every game, has just been a matchup nightmare today for Las Vegas. 6.5 to play in the final frame. 42-21 our score. Niners looking to add to that lead even further as they have a first and goal at the 2. Bubble screen, caught, touchdown. It's Jadon Hasselwood, and Hasselwood's got another score for the Niners. 48-21 our score, pending the extra point from Wisnowski, which is good. And the lead for San Francisco has ballooned up to 28. Not much time left for the Vegas Raiders. Now down 4 possessions in the final quarter. Let's see what Coach Zach decides to do. Some coaches in this situation throw in the towel. Some coaches continue to go after it, and there really is no wrong approach in this situation. You want to try to give your players as much confidence you can give them moving forward. Morale and week-to-week progression are such important things in the NFASL, but at the same time, you also want to keep in mind that the sportsmanship factor stays as well. So the Raiders will try the run game on first down, pick up about 3, as Cherry has been stymied all evening long by this Footlong defense. And this pass is picked off, and it is interception number 4. Former Rookie of the Year, Larry Brown, with his interception debut in this game, and that should just about wrap this one up. So 5 turnovers for the Vegas Raiders. It is always a tall task to win.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Turnover battle.
What the fuck?
Here's a run for Vaughn, and again
dick,
blocks
man.
immaculate, and Vaughn untouched and into the end zone, and we have a 50-burger here in Santa Clara. Niners pouring it on here in the fourth quarter, and the extra point by Wisnowski is good. It's 56-21. 35-point deficit now for the Raiders. And at this point for Coach Zach, you just want to watch those 5 minutes and 13 seconds whittle away. A tough outing here for the Raiders, but you got to tip your hat to Coach Calico. Came with the game plan, shut down the Raiders' run game today, forced Garcia to beat them with the arm, and Garcia turned the football over too many times to do so. Williamson on first down will throw the bubble screen, and tackled right at the 27 by Mosley is Charles. He's had, that's Bowie's 7th reception today, and he's up to over 100 yards as well. Garcia will throw in second down, middle. It's caught by Jackson. He had the big catch in the third quarter. And for Jackson, that's reception number 2, good enough for a gain of 5. I'm looking at a 3rd down and 5 upcoming now from the 30-yard line. Raiders going tight formation here, down by a hefty margin. And yet again, Garcia is picked off. Marcus Williams with interception number 2. And the interception bug in this quarter alone, Garcia has thrown 3 interceptions. 4:05 to go, and the Niners again inside the Raider territory at the 36-yard line. Continue to run the ball. We'll try to run some clock. Bond makes the first tackle, gets lit up, and we do have a penalty flag. And the Niners will be going backwards as Luke Matthews, the center, is called for a block in the back. That will also stop the clock with 4:02 remaining. And for those of you watching still, I'm sure that's not something you are expecting to see, is a stoppage here this late in the game. Another run for Vaughn. And he's got 20 carries this evening, 145 yards and 2 touchdowns as Prince Dorba makes his first tackle today. I haven't even called his name yet. And that's an impact player if you've ever seen one, folks, at Prince Dorba. But haven't had the opportunity today. Not a lot of opportunities for this defense to make plays, as they've been on the field for a majority of the football game. Vaughn again will run up the middle. Ringo as well as Abram there to make the tackle at the 44-yard line as we get under 3 minutes to play here in San Francisco. Vaughn again on 3rd and 17, and he gets a chunk of those yards back to the 32, and he's still on his feet, and then finally dragged down the 31-yard line. 4th down now for the Niners, and they will attempt a field goal. This should be a 48-yard attempt from the right hash mark. Wisnowski's kick is good. So that will extend the lead for San Francisco now to 38 points. It is 59-21. Both teams have their full array of timeouts, but honestly speaking, I would be surprised to see either team call a timeout at this point, as this one is all but academic. So as we look ahead for both of these ball clubs, the Raiders are going to fall to 5-3. They'll still be firmly affixed in second place in the AFC West and trail the Kansas City Chiefs by now 2 games as they sit atop that division at 7. As for the San Francisco 49ers and the NFC West race, Seahawks right now are atop that division at 6-1. Niners will advance to 6-2 with this win as we've now hit the 2-minute warning. Been a fun division though over in the NFC West. The Cardinals as well, 6-2 to start this season after that miraculous run from Coach Lon of starting last season 1-5. Here is a contested catch, and Malik Carr cannot bring it home. Incomplete. And that's a rare sight. Carr has been making a lot of spectacular catches today, but unable to do so for that last throw. Screen set up for Christian Cherry, who just never got it going today. It's about 4. And Garcia, 5 interceptions today, and that was the turning point, if you will, of why this game got so lopsided. Empty set for Las Vegas on a 3rd down and 6. 90 seconds to play. Here comes Nick Bosa, and he's got sack number 3. That has been synonymous with the effort from the San Francisco defense. 6 sacks on Las Vegas, and they've held them under 50 yards rushing. Impressive. 4th down and 16. This is going to be most likely the final play of the game for Las Vegas. Throw is caught, and a 1st down. We have a flag. Will probably be a late hit on Tre'Davious White, and it is. So that'll put the football 15 yards plus that spot of the foul at the 39-yard line. So the Raiders' drive will continue. Final minute here in the game of the week. Garcia throws another flag. This one will be a defensive pass interference on Ifitu Melifonwu. And Melifonwu holding the receiver Bowie. Now the football is at the 23-yard line. Down comes the safety. That's Mosley. Garcia rolls. Throws back middle. It's caught by his fullback, Alec Ingold. And a timeout called by the Raiders with 36 seconds left in the game. So the Raiders looking to finish out this game with one positive drive in the second half. Let's see what they've done. As they're going to go run game, another timeout called with 33 seconds. So that's a quick set of plays there. Didn't really get anything going. It's now 3rd down and 3. Check that, 3rd down and 6 from the 19. Garcia will throw. End zone. Incomplete. Had to wait to see because it looked like Carr was going to haul that football in, but it was just past the outstretched arms of number 88. So here we go again. 4th down and 6. And the Raiders need to get to the 13 to continue this drive. 3-man rush. Here comes Nick Bosa again, and Bosa ends it. He finishes the day with his 4th sack, 2nd on this drive. And that will do it, folks. Niners in the victory formation here with 26 seconds. Raiders just have the 1 timeout. And Slovis will take a knee. Niners next week will take on the Philadelphia Eagles and Coach Mel Blaze.
This game's so dumb, bro. You don't even need
for
anyone
the
on
Raiders,
defense besides Nick Bosa.
next week, the Raiders will be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs for the 2nd time in 4 weeks.
Like I have
So
to,
for the
I
entire
have,
NFASL
I have
crew,
to
I'm
force my
Thomas
throws
Jones
hella
IV,
quick
wishing
because
you
Nick
all
Bosa
a
comes like
safe and
every single
prosperous
time.
evening, and we will see you again for the NFASL Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.